What's going on out there, good people? It is your boy Look Around with LMD Trading, and we are back. We are back with another daily trade review. Gonna be reviewing trades from what I like to call a very boring trading morning. It was a green day, nice solid green day actually. We had one trade that went to target. We had one that got close to target. But when you look at TRADERVUE, you're going to see that none of our P&Ls were actually at target. I was trying to get a little bit more out of the one that hit target. But we recorded our trade, so we'll be able to take a look at them as I was entering the trades. But let's go ahead. Let me do it this way. Let's take a peek at the thumbnail watch list. I like getting back in there looking to see what we were actually trading. So halfway decent watch list. Going through the pre-market gap list this morning, didn't really see much on there that really piqued my interest, but we did find these ideas. We had SAVA continuation from yesterday. We see that thing just kind of popped and sold off. We had BJ's sold off heavy. TRMD, another one that sold off and kind of worked its way back up. We had XOM. XOM is one that we traded this morning. We had Plug. Didn't get any trades on Plug. Then we had Wolf. And we had Microsoft as a maybe. We did get a trade in on Wolf. And then for shorts, we had KSS, Coles. We had ARRY. We did get a trade on that one. And then we had Verizon, VZ. Got a trade in on that. Of course, we always gonna have the markets down there just to kind of get a bias and to see how a stock is trading. Is it trading with strength or weakness, or is it just trading with the market? So you can kind of look at the markets and then look at those charts and kind of see if anything is trading with the market. You look at the Qs and you look right above it at Microsoft. Almost trading with it. So that's why we keep those on there. But let's go ahead. Let's pull up TRADERVUE. Reviewing trades for Thursday, August 18th. Took 5 trades today. Closed P&L 144.18. We traded Verizon, ARRY. Took 2 trades on XOM, and then we traded Wolf. So let's take a peek at the details on these real quick. You're gonna somewhat see why I say it was a boring day. And I like boring days. I don't like for my trading to be real adventurous, and I'm always wondering what's gonna happen. But this was Verizon. It was a short. Got in as it broke that candle on the 5. Let's look at the 2. 2 minute gives you a better picture. Got in as it broke these candles. Stop is gonna be on the top side. We were moving this down, moving our stop down as the 2 minute bars closed. Just looking at this possibly went a little bit more than 1R. Maybe a tight 2R. Max unrealized was 33. It didn't go against us at all. That was good. Didn't go against us at all. That was our first trade. We made 13.26. My thought process nowadays is I can always get back in. I can always get back in. ARRY. ARRY we had on the watch list to go short, wasn't it? I think it was down there at the bottom to go short. This thing did go down a little bit, dropped this bottom and tail. Got a little top and tail here, so I call that like an indecision. Don't really know what it wants to do. But came, pulled back up, and then it had this little bottom and tail right there. So I thought, get in when it breaks, stop down below. This thing made a nice move. Let's look at the details on it. Max done realized we were up $80 on this trade. It never went against us. And what did we make? 40 what? 46. Let's look at it and see. This one probably would have hit target, but this would have been a rough ride. This would have been a rough ride, especially with this over here to the left. So not mad at where I got out on this one, just because of this stuff over to the left. Just because of that. Next one, XOM. This is one, when I dumped my trades, I was like, why do I got a trade for $2.52? Did I have a stop adjusted wrong or something? So we're going to take a look at that one. But looking at the chart, we see made this nice move, slight resting candle there. Then we get this little consolidation. Here would have been a good entry. Stop on the bottom side. We missed it. Gives us another little resting candle here. But we're getting in off of this candle here. Stop is down at the bottom of that one. I had to look at the video because something in the video must have made me think, all right, get out of this. So we got out of it. Made 252 on it. We made 252. But then we turn right back around and get right back in it. Literally right back in it. I want to say, I should have seen what the shares were, but pretty sure this was almost the same. Could have used this little resting candle, shared up, and we would have easily hit target. But nope, let's give it that extra room still. 250 shares, max unrealized, 112.50. Again, it never went against us. That's that boring trade that I like. And that was it. So this went 45. So this must have had a 20-cent stop. Must have had a 20-cent stop. Let's see. We did 250 shares. 250 shares is 20 cents. Like when I could work the math out. And then our last trade of the morning was Wolf. Wolf was on the watch list to go long, but we shorted it. We see that this thing popped great off the open. Nice 5-minute candle on volume. Nice 5-minute candle on volume. And then it starts spitting off red candles. Like, what is going on? Missed a good entry right there on the 5-minute chart. So that would have been a good entry. This was almost a chase. This was almost a chase. And we only bought, what, 15 shares? Max unrealized was 1680. This went against us like $2. I want to say I was risking $10 on this maybe. We'll see once we go to looking at the charts, but I'm looking at the video. But that was the morning. That was the morning. So let's go ahead. Let's get the video pulled up. Let's do that. If you haven't already hit that like button, I would greatly appreciate it. It doesn't cost you a thing to do it. Let's go ahead and get the video running. We don't get in the first trade until 9:39 Verizon. So I'm going to kind of just 30-second this on through. You see, we were looking at ZIM. Looking at BJ. BJ had opened nicely. Nice little candle. Was looking at possibly seeing if it was going to give us a 3-bar play on the 2-minute. 1 minute over to the right was showing the same, but nope, it's failing. You see we got our order in. Stop is a little outside of it because we had did the numbers and it popped, but definitely done now. So a couple of different ways to get out of it. I can click that X on that screen. I can go up to cancel all, or I can cancel it on my thumbnail watch list. But this one is definitely one that's going to get canceled. We canceled it off of the thumbnail watch list. So when I come over, look at TRMD. TRMD is looking decent, but it has this line I done already dropped on the chart. So not much room. When I'm getting in my trades, I'm looking to at least see 1-to-1 in the trade. That way I can get my stop to break even. So that one wasn't going to give me 1-to-1. So we were done looking at that. Now we come over and look at Wolf. Remember we said Wolf made that nice move off the open. Come back looking at TRMD. Again, it's not really giving off much room there. Looking at the 5, we got this junk over here on the 5. 10's not really showing nothing because you got this. Anytime I see a little tail on the top and the bottom, I kind of look at that as indecision. So I'm gonna go ahead, scroll this on through. Now we're looking at Verizon. This is gonna be our first trade. So Verizon made this nice move down, looking to get in if it breaks the new low. And of course, we're going to get in off the next candle, not this candle. But if the next candle can break the low of this, stop on the back. We got this line right here. This is tight. That's maybe a little more than 1 R. So we put our order in and take it right back out. So let's see. Oh, did you see that? Had the quantity jacked up. So we put the order back in. It is what, 9:35 and 40 seconds right now. That actually doesn't trigger us in until 9:39:08. But I'm gonna go ahead, scroll us through. That's what we want to see, that candle finish. So now we're back looking at Wolf. And look at that nice, that 5-minute candle we was looking at in TRADERVUE. We come over and look at the Qs just to see what the Qs are doing. I don't think I was going to take a trade here, but it was in a nice area. Now I'm just going through, scrolling through the pre-market gap list because the thumbnail watch list wasn't really showing much. So just kind of scrolling through. Wolf was one of them that was on the pre-market gap list. So that's why we're looking at it again. But that nice 5-minute candle and then this big top and tail. So that was not good. I'm sure that got a lot of people that was getting long at the top. KRIS, this would have been a good short that was setting up for it, but I think I looked and I saw that it was hard to borrow. And I only short stocks that are easy to borrow in Thinkorswim because I am not a part of their hard to borrow program. And it's enough ideas out there that I don't think I really need to be a part of that right now. But we come back, we look at SAVA. SAVA made a nice little move, but again, that's that indecision bar. Don't really know which way it's going to go. Got a top and tail here on the 2-minute. This really didn't make a real strong move up on the high side, so nothing really there showing. But it does push up. I'll watch it go. Because I don't see a clean entry, and that's what I'm trying to be more precise on, is getting in on clean entries. And you see, I almost took that though. I almost took that trade. Coming back, looking at it, and look, I put it in, it doesn't trigger, and I'm like, let me get out. What am I thinking about? Take it out of the system. Nothing is really showing there that makes me want to take that trade. So I don't even know why I had put that one in the system. But let's go ahead and speed it up. By now, we are triggered in. Verizon has triggered us in. So that's why I like the professional, I call it professional trading strategies setup with the thumbnail watch list. That's where I got the idea to do the thumbnail watch list, because I can have that off on that monitor just off to my right and see everything that's going on with all of the stocks that I'm watching. Any orders, it shows you the order on the charts. So if I need to get out of an order, I can get out of it. If I need to move a stop, I can move a stop. Or I could see once it triggered me in. So Verizon was just still looking good. So I just had left that in the system. And we'll finally pull it up here eventually. There we go. So like I said, it triggered us in. Right now we're up $30, almost hit 1 R. But we're going to manage this one 2-minute bar by bar once we get in the money. So I moved the stop down to the previous high because it's going down. So we put it just over the previous high, and there's that line to get to at least be able to get 1R out of the trade. Didn't quite give us that 1R. Didn't quite give us the 1R. And then you see it comes back up, smacks us for that little gain. Not mad at that, because if this thing would have come up and then gave me another reason, or if it just settled right here and consolidated and then broke down, I can always get back in. But we come over, we look at ARRY, and we see ARRY is looking halfway decent. Remember, this was on the watch list to go short on, but it left a decent little bottom and tail, little indecision right here. Pull back, made this move. My entry is going to be when this candle closes. So I got this order in early. It's 9:43 and 40 seconds. So this candle has 20 seconds left to close. So this order is in a little early. Let's see if it triggers us in. It doesn't. The video kind of skipped right there, looks like it. But you see that it opened right here. It doesn't trigger us in until that candle was finished. And then it's making its move. Only area of real concern I had on that one was that junk. And it'll come back over. We can take a look at it. But here's Verizon. We see that it did pull back up. We're just looking to see if we can find an area to get in. We come look at plug. It's not looking good. Don't like those top and tails. Let's scroll it on up. Now we're looking at ARRY. See, I've dropped a line on the chart for this area right here. Drop the line on the chart for that, and look at it. Look at where it's pulling back at. It's fighting it. That's why it's good to have those areas marked. But look, boom, it busts right through it strong. So now the next area is going to be this one right here. So if you come across just about right there, it busts through that one. Still making a move. So we like, okay, this thing might run to target. It's strong. But move our target up, or our stop up to 1R. Because it just didn't keep strength. Let's see what it does. So stops us out. We'll have to go back. I'm sure we'll look at that one again before the video is over. We come over, we look at Coles. Coles was one that was trying to go short, didn't see anything. SAVA. This was the one that just, don't really see any clean reasons to get in on this one. Scroll that up. Now we're back looking at Verizon. We see it's kind of curling. It's kind of curling back down. Don't want to get in on Verizon until it would break this area. Bam. So see that push down? That's what I want to see. And look at the volume. Good volume. So now I want this candle to close. And then I'll get in on the next candle that breaks below it. So let's see. Let's see what we do. Thinking, because we got the mouse just sitting there. Come on, what are we going to do? Now, even off the 5, still looks good. So we're getting our numbers, 14 cents. Good volume on that candle. Got a 15-cent stop up there, 30 cents, 30-cent target. That would be 330 shares. We got it set at 200. Let's see what we're going to change it to. Change it to 90. So we're risking basically what we made on that first trade. But look at what it's doing. It's not staying below it. We wanted that to stay down there and push. We're not getting it. So we'll go ahead and scroll that on up. What time is it? 9:50. We'll be taking the next one in 1 minute. So we're looking at plug. Again, plug still not showing anything that piquing my interest. I'll skip it up. These are the ones, even if it runs, I have no problem watching it run because I see nothing in the chart that's telling me to take the trade. It goes back to the gentleman whose video I was watching yesterday. He said, don't trade to make money, trade to trade your pattern. So that's what I was looking for. If it's not showing me a pattern, I'm not going to take the trade. I need to keep it that plain and that simple. And they say trading is hard, but the actual technical side of it is not that hard, I'm finding. It's just the mental side of doing what you're supposed to do. So on this one here, see, I got my line marked on the chart. This was put on the chart pre-market, either based off of something that I saw on the 12-hour chart. I use the 12-hour usually instead of that daily chart. So I'll mark it the 12-hour, 180-day. This is another one. I'm getting in a little early. What this got? 10 seconds left on that candle. Getting in for the break of this candle when it closes. You see, it just triggered me in before the candle closed. So technically, I should be getting in when it breaks, which it would have because we got the high over there. Stop is going to be down below it. Gave it a little extra room. And this one is off to the races. Not sure, though. You see, I bring my stop up quick. I brought the stop up quick. I don't know. I'm not sure what I saw in that to make me do that. Maybe I looked at the 5 and saw that it was very extended. But it was getting rest. The 2-minute was giving it some rest, and the 1-minute was giving it rest. These little areas, these little lulls where it's kind of consolidating and it goes up, consolidates and goes up. That's giving it rest, even though these things are running straight up. So I get right back in it again. And we'll kind of scroll this one on up. We see that it's already up 1 hour. Stop break even. So at this point, now it should be when this candle closes and then the next candle closes, I can go ahead and put my stop below it. But this one I really should have just, this is that mind game. This is that mind game. Do I take the 2R and look for another entry? Or do I continue the bar by bar and squeeze out as much as we can get out of the trade? Because this one, what did we make? We made 71, but it hit target at 100. So we left $29 on the table by not taking target. But you see, we put our stop already up there before that candle closed. So technically, stop still should have been here until this candle closes. Or I can do, and I really can't because I don't like to look at this chart past like 30 minutes, which we hadn't really hit the 30-minute mark yet, but could have been doing 1 minute bar by bar, which is a little tight. I prefer the 2-minute. But we got it sitting at 1R. That's basically where it's sitting at. So not really based on anything off of the charts. We just put it at 1R. Let's lock 1R in. I'm going to go ahead, scroll it up. Boom. We see that it takes off again. So we good. Still putting it there. We can go ahead and move it up a little bit to put it right there where it should be at, right where that bar had closed at. And here we see, look, target is right there. $100. That's target. And it is going to hit target. Oh, we see that it hit it right there. It had gotten up to 112.50. But this was a good exit. This was a good exit. We'll speed it up. Boom. You see it comes and it tags us. And it would have tagged us with the stop sitting below that candle right there. So this here kind of worried me though. I was like, dang it, look at that. It's going to continue going higher. Let's scroll it on through. Nope, it's failing that. Keep scrolling. Boop, fails again. So good exit. Good exit. Made me kind of question it. And then that right there gave me confirmation. Like, nope, you would have got burned on that one. Because remember, we were getting in down here. This thing almost back down to our original stop. So I was good with that. Time is at 10:04. We take the next one at 10:10. So let's kind of scroll through these. Looking at Verizon. Verizon was kind of curling. Nothing, no real reason. We want to see this kind of come back, retest, and then go. Looking at XOM after we just took that one, and I'm like, it's getting heavy. It's getting heavy, y'all. Nice red candles with decent volume in them. This little bottoming tail is not really too much concern because we below the 9 and the VWAP. And look at it. You can highlight that candle, see what the data is on it. Take a short going down, but we don't. We try to catch that one. We're a little late now, a little late to the party. And then we come over and look at Wolf. So remember, Wolf had made this nice move. Let me bring that back just a little bit, if y'all don't mind. If you don't mind. Looking at the 5. The 5 would have been the entry right there. Getting in when this, actually right there would have been a good one too, as it broke this area. But we're kind of chasing this one. We're chasing this a little bit. And we're only going to take a $10 risk on this trade. That's what it was. Let's see. So we get in. We've missed it. It's running. But I'm not going to chase it. I'm not going to chase it. It comes back, goes where our entry is at, doesn't trigger us, and then it comes and it triggers us. So let's go up. Let's take a peek. We're going to scroll up. Yep. Risking $10. Basically trying to play this back down. Actually, first area probably would have been right there, right where this little broken line is at, just because you got this area that's going to act as a little support. Scroll it through. Let's see what it does. Oh, and you see I've dropped a line on there now too. Bam. It's all about marking that chart. So now, look at that. It comes right to that line, starts pulling back up, and now I'm just locking in 1R. Basically, I'm done. I'm happy with my trading this morning. I don't want to overtrade. I don't want to start giving back these gains that we made. Boom. It stops us out. This thing might keep going, but you see how beautiful that was? I said this area right here probably going to act as the first one. It didn't have a line. You see, I ended up dropping that line, and then look what it does. It comes right to the line. Now, will it keep going? Possibly. But that's using the chart to kind of tell you how to trade. Yep, it goes ahead and pushes through. But again, I got what I wanted out of it. Nice peekaboo down through there too. That possibly would have hit target. But again, I was content with that trade. I was content with it. And that was the morning. That was it. We were done. 5 solid trades. Really 4. I don't know why I got out of XOM, but the good thing was I got right back in it again. So hope y'all enjoyed the recap. Nice solid green day. Got one more day in the market, so we'll be ready for Friday to see if we can keep it going. We had that one bad red day last week. Kind of messed us up a little bit, but we back on track. On that note, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. If you hadn't hit the like button, please do so. If you're still sticking around, if you're not subscribed, please think about subscribing. We trying to do good things over here at LMD Trading, where I am living my dream trading. Slow process. I have realistic expectations. Might not have started that way. I'm one of them ones. I've had several businesses throughout my life, and I'm one of them ones. I got that mentality that if you can do it, I can do it. So I still had that mentality, But now I'm realistic. I'm like, okay, you might be making $100,000 a year right now doing it. Eventually, I'm going to get there. I'm going to get there, but it might take me a little bit of time because I'm going to be patient. So I've gotten a little bit more patient, a little bit more disciplined in my trades, and we're just going to keep it moving. So on that note, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up, and we'll be back at it tomorrow. Peace.